welcome to another episode of Ask Jade. So, this month, April, we're going to talk about contracts in the real world. Contract clauses that could actually save you. So, contracts often don't really matter too much, or people don't think about them too much when things are good, right? They matter when things go sideways. So, some clauses that really matter when things go sideways are one, termination clauses. Who can terminate? Are both parties allowed to terminate? For what reasons are you allowed to terminate? Do you need cause? How much notice do you need to provide? 30 days written notice? Is that in your agreement? Another important clause is payment, late fees, these type of clauses where there are clear payment deadlines. Late fees or interests that you can charge if you're not paid. Suspension or termination of your services for non-payment, that should be spelled out. Another important one is scope of work. Exactly what are you providing or what are you getting and what you're not. If you are a service provider in your business and you don't have a clear scope of work, you could end up providing services that you're not actually getting paid for because it wasn't originally what you thought you had agreed to. This is important. Another important clause would be dispute resolution. So this could be going to court versus arbitration versus mediation, location and governing law. That could be very important depending on where you're located. Another important one is limitation of liability. This can cap your exposure or damages that you might be on the hook for. This is very important to have in your agreements. And another one that comes up often is intellectual property clauses. So who owns what you're creating or what you're getting? When does ownership transfer? That needs to be spelled out very clearly in your contracts. Some common mistakes that I see are copying contracts from the internet or using outdated templates, signing things without really reading it or having an attorney review it for you. Assuming that verbal agreements are going to fill in the gaps, letting urgency override a legal review. I see this often and I see it come back to bite people later. So contracts are important. It sets out your expectations, your boundaries, and it protects you. So as always, feel free to reach out to Jade Carpenter at Seidman & Carpenter. I'll see you next time.